New tax season is just around the corner, and I have to admit, for many people this is definitely not a very favorite part of the year, myself included. So in this video I will be covering all changes for the 2023 tax season, whether you are going to file your taxes for the very first time or you do it regularly. There have been quite some attractive changes involving your income for 2022, and also some important changes we will talk about for this year 2023, so let's get into it. In every normal year, the deadline for most Canadians to file their taxes is April 30th. However, this year this date falls on a Sunday, meaning you will have until May 1st to file your tax return for 2022. If you are self-employed, your deadline is June 15th, 2023. However, if you will owe any taxes to CRA, your payment is due on May 1st, not on June 15th. This is actually very important since the CRA will charge you with late payment interests for every day you are delayed with your payment. So if you know that your income was below $15,000, meaning you don't need to pay any taxes, I will get to this later in the video, or you know that you will not owe any taxes once you file your tax return, you can certainly file on June 15th. But on the other end, if you know that you will have to pay, let's say, some taxes and or are not certain about it, I would strongly recommend to file your tax return until May 1st, when you will avoid any late payment fees. Now, let's start with major changes everybody should know about that affect the taxes for 2022. First major change is available tax credit for first-time homebuyers. If you purchased your home as a first-time homebuyer in 2022, you are eligible for a tax credit of $10,000. This tax credit went up from previous $5,000 back in 2021. This means if you purchase your first home in 2022 and let's say your income was $85,000, which will get you into second tax bracket with a tax rate of 20.5%, your first-time home buyer's tax credit of $10,000 will save you $2,050 in tax. Another major change for 2022 is increase of the home accessibility tax credit to $22,000. Next one is the group of eligible medical expenses you can claim in your taxes. That has been changed as well. You can receive a tax credit, for example, for surrogacy expenses, so payments made to fertility clinics or donor banks in Canada are eligible as well. I know that everybody was so tired of COVID that we almost don't even realize anymore what we went through, but most of the COVID and post-COVID support programs run well into 2022. So pretty much any benefits you received in 2022, like Canada Worker, a lockdown benefit or emergency response benefits, and many others as well, all these benefits have to be claimed as income in your tax return for last year. CRA has sent out T4A slips to anyone who obtained any of these benefits in 2022, and this involves self-employed people as well. Now, anybody who worked from home due to COVID in 2022 can continue claiming home office expenses, and the rules are the same as in 2021. So pretty much you can claim $2 for every day you worked from home, up to $500 a year. Otherwise, there are not any changes to the tax rates or tax brackets for your 2022 tax filing. Your income up to $50,197 goes into 15% tax bracket. The second tax bracket, unchanged as well, applies to income $50,197 up to $100,392 and a tax rate of 20.5%. The third tax bracket in Canada includes income between $100,392 up to $155,625 and a tax rate of 26%. Fourth tax bracket is $155,625 of income up to $221,708 and a tax rate of 29%. And the last one, anybody who is earning anything above $221,708, this income is taxed with a tax rate of 33%. Since the tax brackets are indexed for inflation, we will see some significant changes this year in 2023, which can, I would say, save you a lot of money. The first tax bracket limit is going up to $53,359, which is taxed with 15%, up from previous $50,197. In the second tax bracket, the limit is moved up to $106,717 from $100,392, and the tax rate remains the same at 20.5%. In the third tax bracket, the limit is going up to $165,430 from $155,625, and the tax rate remains the same same as well at 26%. In the fourth tax bracket, the limit is going up to $235,675 from $221,708, and the tax rate remains the same at 29%. And the last one, with income above $235,675 up from $221,708, and the tax rate remaining the same at 33%. Also, another major change for 2023, the basic personal amount, which is a non-refundable tax credit that all Canadians are entitled to, is $14,398 for 2022. This means you can lower your taxes by $2,159.70 as a tax credit, or pretty much 15% from the basic personal amount. Now, moving on to the changes for 2023, which are certainly more significant than last year. First, the basic personal amount for 2023 is set and increased to $15,000, which would mean when you file your taxes for 2023, the tax credit you can use in 2023 will be $2,250. Another major change for 2023 is the TFSA contribution room, which has been increased for the first time ever to $6,500. I personally believe that the TFSA account, if used correctly, is a phenomenal tool to create and build long-term wealth tax-free. I made a video with a detailed guide about the tax-free savings account. I will leave a link down below so you guys can check it out. With the new contribution room increased to $6,500 for 2023, the overall total contribution limit for your TFSA is $88,000. This means if you have never used a TFSA account and you can just simply go to a bank and open one and put $88,000 as a one-time contribution, or as many times as you would like, up to a total contribution limit of $88,000. Now, if you reach 18 years of age in 2023, your total contribution room is $6,500. Anybody who turned 18 in 2009 or before is eligible for full contribution room. And guys, all us immigrants, you don't have to be permanent resident or Canadian citizen. If you're a student or in Canada on a work permit and you have a valid SIN number, you are also eligible to open up a TFSA account and start saving and generating income from your TFSA account as well, tax-free. Another significant change is the increase of CPP or Canada Pension Plan contributions for 2023. First, the maximum annual earnings amount was increased to $66,600. Second, the contribution rate was increased to 5.95%, and third, the maximum contribution was increased to $3,754.45 this year. Also, limits for RRSP were increased as well. For 2023, 18% of earned income from 2022 up to a maximum of $30,780, which is up from $29,210 in 2022. So, if you made $150K in 2022, you can funnel a full $29,210 towards your RRSP. Now, moving on to the next change for 2023, it is the all-new tax-free first home savings account. This one has been introduced last year and it will affect on April 1st in 2023. The overall room in a FHSA is set to $40,000 with a maximum contribution room of $8,000 per year. This means if you use your full contribution room every year, it will take you 5 years to reach the maximum contribution room of $40,000. For any first-time homebuyer, it's a fantastic tool because your early contribution up to $8,000 is fully tax deductible, similar like contributions into RRSP, and any interests, dividends, and withdrawals from FHSA are non-taxable, like if you would withdraw it from a regular TFSA account. You can use any investments in your FHSA like you would use in your TFSA as well. And the good thing is, if you, for example, don't save up the full $8,000 contribution room per year in your FHSA account, you don't lose the contribution room, but it is carried forward and added to your next year's contribution room. If you, for example, own a house as an investment property, but you do not live in it, you still qualify for this new FHSA account. Another significant change for 2023 is the new residential property flip tax, which was approved in 2022, coming into effect on January 1st. So, if you are purchasing a home and you renovate it, you flip it for profit, without owing it for at least 12 months, the profit you generate from the sale of this property will be subject to the new residential property flipping tax. This also includes your rental properties, meaning you don't need to renovate the property and only renting it out, and then for whatever reason you decide to sell it, within first 12 months from owning it, your profit from the sale will be subject to the new residential property flipping tax as well. Alright guys, I hope you found value in this video. Please support the channel by hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and also subscribing to my channel not to miss out on content like this in the future. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.